We have been farming oysters for over 60 years here, and originally was a timber company, so we've been in the same location for almost 100 years. This is our 98th anniversary this year. The property that backs up to our farm is all of our own timberland, and it goes back to the national forest. So sustainability has always been a big one for them. We raise predominantly Pacific oysters, which were imported from Asia about 120 years ago. So they're not a native species out here, but they have become the dominant species in the Pacific Northwest. Our native, the Olympia oyster, is a very petite oyster that's pretty persnickety. Takes about 3 years to grow to market size, where Pacifics will get up to extra small size in about 18 months. We farm up north, up into the Strait of Juan de Fuca, and then all the way down into the South Sound. And each farm has its own flavor profile, and then we can also adapt to some of the ecological impacts by having farms in different places. During the summer, we tend to pull oysters from only our northern farms where the water is really cold. And in the winter and the early spring in particular, when oysters are at their peak, we'll pull them from the South Sound where they have a huge, rich body of glacial runoff coming down, which is feeding their different flavors and also makes them really excellent for something like a fried oyster when they're fat and creamy. The shucked oysters, all that energy goes into building the belly, so you see a much fattier belly, especially here in April. We're one of the first farms that started experimenting with tumbling oysters 15, 20 years ago. So our blue pool is one of those trademarked oysters that you'll see. It's no secret how we farm. We put buoys on our bags and tumble them. The magic is in the location and in the consistency of the work from our farm crew, most of them who've worked here for 10, 15 years and have helped develop the program. Adam, our farmer right here, is kind of the guy who made this all happen. And he has been working for his entire life on the farm, but has really put a lot of energy into these blue pools and getting them the right amount of tumbling, the right amount of beach finish to give them both strength of the shell, so when we ship them to customers out in Georgia, they get there nice and safe, but also an easy shucking for chefs, so when they get to your doorstep, you're not spending a ton of time